This brings to you by voices, and it is a reality that has hit the African soil. Over 400 million children are currently living in Africa, according to survey. The United Nations estimates that African population will double to 2.4 million by 2050, which will make it 1/4 of the world's, and 40% of all children under the age of 5 will live in Africa, according to prognosis. Let's assume these theories to be true and may come to pass. What does the future hold for the African child? Africa has the highest number of starving children in the world, especially from the sub-Saharan countries. They live in abject poverty and they multiply. Yeah, they're quite on the high side, despite the poverty. Do you know that for every 5 seconds, a child dies of malnutrition? Do you know that in the sub-Saharan regions, 50% of persons live below $1.25 a day? Just to let you understand that imagination can't give a clearer vision of what these people are going through. Still, there are persons who have enough to feed a nation in these places. Instead, they decide to pile this cash in foreign accounts and allow hunger kill innocent children and families. Up till date, hunger still kills in countries like Nigeria and other so-called giant African nations. When I see how the rich kids in Africa live in lavish wealth in abroad, drive the best cars, and their lifestyle, a deep sigh of pains exude me till tears drop. What does the future hold for our unborn children? That question comes up every time. Just the other day, a good Samaritan saw a young boy trying to sip juice from a bottle he picked up from a dustbin, and then she noticed what the child was about to do. She immediately apprehends the young boy and asked him, Why are you trying to drink from such a place of disgust? And the young boy replies, Food no dey house, meaning no food at home. I shed tears. This saddens the heart. Every day, I know I eat with my stomach filled up, and a lot of other people out there eats with their stomach filled up. Sometimes, we still have enough to eat the next day, despite being grateful to the Creator and the universe for giving enough to eat and still have some spare to feed on the next morning. I think there should be a reason why the universe allows us to have enough and still add extra. Maybe it's high time we should feed a soul every day before going to bed. Sometimes the night is cold and you are indoor. You might be opportune to have your generator on and you are okay and comfortable in your own apartment. Remember, there is someone out there who doesn't have roof on their head. There is someone out there who still live with no food in their stomach. There is someone out there. There is a child who needs you, who needs mentoring, who wants you to help them. And these are the pains. This is the tears of the African child. And as you listen to this piece, there should be a way you could affect the African child. There should be a way you could feed a soul every day of your life. You can decide to mentor someone, a hungry child. Just imagine, every day after feeding, you take a morsel or a plate to someone, a child that is hungry. Statistics have it that for every street in the sub-Saharan region, you have approximately over 10 to 20 kids or children that are hungry. It is high time we change our ways or allow the government alone in this battle of hunger. There is a failure on the loophole in the system that doesn't carry everybody along. Are we going to settle down for this loophole? We already know it's not going to repair itself. It is high time we feed a hungry soul that lives around us. It is high time we have to mentor a child. There are orphans out there. They go to bed with their heart broken and wake up with their heart broken. No father, no mother, no relative. They go out like birds in the morning and return back home. Filled sometimes, feed, and filled up in the evening. It is high time we have to spare a plate of food for a hungry soul. Think about it. If you can mentor someone who has no strength, will of their own, to say, I am going to pay you back. Just imagine you play with them and know what they are going through. You feed them, even if it's the last thing you have to do to save them from going to sleep hungry. Even if it's the last thing you have to do to save their faces from shame. Even if it is the last thing you have to do to save them from becoming tormentors in our society. Like they say, the hungry man is an angry man. And when you are angry, anything is possible. When you are hungry, everything is possible. It's either it comes positively or negatively. So remember, we can't keep complaining about bad governance while we ourselves have never fed a soul. Start from the place you live. Start from the place, your surroundings. Have a child you feed. Even if it's just a plate of rice every day.